Hey, G, that wasn't me. Somebody super chatted Gene in the chat, and it didn't come from me. And they used it was a fake Carcino name, and they tried to make it seem like it was me. Gene Deal, that wasn't me. Uh, and you kept it quite respectful, and I appreciate that. But no. Oh, hold on. It's always this crazy video that keeps popping up. But yeah, that wasn't me, G. Hold on.
Neither one of my daughters will ever tell you I called them up and asked them for a dime. They still calling daddy. And they grown in some. They saying, daddy, can I get some survival money? And they got good jobs doing their thing. Daddy, can I get some survival money? Survival money? The fuck? So now, bruh, go get them niggas their money back. Because you ain't do a good job. You're not up for the task. I'm too diabolical. I'm too straightforward. I'm too motherfucking smart and well-read. Hey, Deacon's daughter, what up with you, mama? So now, Miss Combs wrote that letter. And, oh, come on. Can I say it's too late? Corsino, come on, bro. Everybody knows you're just out for a money grab, Corsino, bro. Come on. You could have kept your little $2, man. But let me just say something to you, Corsino. I'm not sitting down here doing none of this shit free for nobody. I know how these industry motherfuckers work. Everybody want to think that 50 ain't do a motherfucking thing to me on that documentary. You understand? He respected the motherfucking fact, and he knew who I was. When I told that lady, yo, fuck y'all and y'all documentary the whole 9 yards, and they took my ideals, it is what it is. It is what it is. But he didn't do a motherfucking thing to get me in there, or I was the first nigga that he asked to be in it. Let's keep it a buck. When they ain't talking right and they ain't talking right figures and the numbers for me, money-wise, nigga, I don't give a fuck about no documentary. I give it free on the internet to YouTube before I give it to they motherfucking ass.
And that's the problem. Now, the fake Carcino guy, he actually said something that I probably would have probably said, that it was a money grab, of course. But here's the thing. I didn't send that. Whoever sent that $2, let me explain what's going on here. Somebody sent Gene Deal a $2 donation saying my name. Probably had my thumbnail to my channel. Put it out there that, hey, Gene Deals, it's a money grab. But that's the thing, is that this is what it is, Gene. You put it out there to look like a money grab because they didn't pay you. You were giving up a list of demands for pay, and then they were like, we ain't finna pay you for this. Nobody's getting paid. And they ran that scam on you, and everybody else that got paid. You done how many documentaries, man? And they all talk that, right? But you get paid. Dog, my videos have shown up in motion pictures. I get paid off of that video that got 25 million views. Let me repeat. One video, 25 million views. Probably more than that. And it still keeps going on to this day. It appeared in a motion picture, and a check in the mail will just come out of nowhere. It ain't substantial, but I still get paid. And that video just automatically starts finding life and keeps coming in on money anyway. So I get paid off of all of it. Now, once again, the scenarios, the more they change, the more they stay the same. And definitely go support the Gene Deal Show. You know, he got his own channel, and hopefully one day he'll figure out how to balance, you know, the dynamics of what art is doing based to what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole nother story. They'll get there one day. But when they say they didn't have money and this isn't happening, somebody's getting paid. So he's right about that. But like he just said, I'm not doing this for free for nobody. Which no one asked you to. I didn't think that you were being upfront and honest when it came to Diddy. I felt you are taking certain stories and trying to reframe them and make it seem as if Diddy's behind everything. And then it's stuff that you know he ain't. Stuff, you know, the whole $1 million check with Keefy D, like all of this. You know it's nonsense. But you entertain it because it's on the internet, and then you're going to do well, I don't know. He could have might have had something to do. I didn't know there was a check. Now, the internet said that check was for Tupac. I'm just saying that what the internet saying. So it's like you're covering your bases, but you're entertaining the bullshit, even though you know it's fraudulent. So when you say I talk direct, you're not really talking direct, bro. You're talking in circles, and then you leave certain details out because you want it to appear to look like something without you actually saying it. This is why Benzino was saying these two are just alike, because 50 do the same thing. 50 is pretty much the father of the troll, the troll gang. So don't y'all forget to like, share, subscribe, all those wonderful things. Hit that like button up. What Gene was talking about, man, I appreciate the time that he kept it really respectful. Because there's no disrespect for Gene. It's just that I'm disappointed in him not clarifying certain things. And it's like he's letting it linger. When before, you see, I pre-exist this internet. I can go back 10 years on this thing. You know, when he first started coming around, he was telling it to you straight. Then as everybody theories and all this stuff started going on, and now that the whole world know it ain't cool to be around Diddy, now Diddy's like the antichrist to everybody. So now it's like we got to bash Diddy every 10 minutes. The man's in jail and they still trying to find more lies to throw on him, trying to put his kids in lawsuits. And any other black man was going through this, he would have support of his community, especially all the people he's helped. But when you have people who are savages out here, they don't care about nothing but their own survival and identity, you know, and trying to exist. It's like, come on, man. What are we doing here? It's like we're doing an injustice for people. And whether you say, Wolf got you hired or not, and not Diddy. Diddy is the one that's employing you. So if Diddy said you fired and you out of here, guess what? You ain't gonna be there no more. When Wolf wasn't there no more, wasn't you still there? You left and Wolf brought you back. Got you back in the fold. So if you didn't like this man and you didn't like none of the things he was doing, why did you go back? Now that big JoJo, that CC dude, I never talk about him. Oh, that's big CC, and then that dude, to me, I can't believe nothing he said. I told you, man, and this is what's bad for bodyguards moving forward. Nobody gonna want to trust bodyguards at all. They gonna hire security service. You're gonna have to get bond security, because these people out here now, they just want to do a podcast show. Yeah, I bodyguard Selena Gomez, and then one time I was like, wasn't your job supposed to be bodyguarding? What are you doing with people's contracts in your hand? That doesn't make sense. Man, it was Little Kim contract and Biggie contract. It fell out of a bag, and then I picked it up and I looked at it. That is not. I'm like, does this story sound crazy or does it sound crazy? Biggie sold his interest in Little Kim and Junior Mafia. He sold that over to Puff for $1 million. Now, I remember that happening. What happened with the money and what he needed it for, I don't know. But he sold his percentages in halves of Little Kim and all of that. He sold that over to them, to Puff. So Puff ended up managing Little Kim. He became her official manager. Puff only wanted C's and Little Kim. He didn't want none of them Junior Mafia dudes. The Snakes, none of them. The only people he wanted was Kim and Lil C's. D-Rock was around because D-Rock did things that Puff needed done. If he need things done, D-Rock can get it done. D-Rock was the street dude. D-Rock and Gutter was big guys, And Big had a problem. C Gunner and D-Rock was the ones to take care of it. They were the street dudes. So I'm just trying to figure out how are these dudes licensing, what's going on. I respect that Gene Deal does what he does with his commentary. Whatever his business is with art, it is what it is. I don't know what is going on over there, but if I was him and I'm seeing what I'm doing for art and the artists see what I'm doing, there's no way we wouldn't have a negotiation. We wouldn't have some type of situation going on that would be different. That's all I'm saying. Now, they can take it how they want to take it, but I'm saying the situation would be different. Now, does Gene want to partner with 50? Absolutely. But here's the strange part about it. I don't know how 50 feel about it. Like 50 use people for purposes. Like, but they be thinking like, all right, cool. Now I'm gonna be with Fifth, and we're gonna be doing this. Fifth be like, I needed you for this part of the mission. Using you to get at Puff, that works for him. Because Big Gene, you know how Big Gene gonna do it. He gonna swing it a little different. He gonna be, yo, this how it's gotta go down. I'm seeing right now, me and Fifth, we team up and we do a new documentary. And we gonna do the Gene Deal version. And then my version, I'm gonna have it different. And I ain't gonna have no fruity ass Kurt Burrows in my goddamn documentary. But I'm gonna talk about his ass though. I'll make sure I talk about him. And then he'll be back 3 hots in a cop. Come on, Fifth. Fifth don't be look, man. They was handling the documentary, man. I mean, you basically just gave everybody everything for free about the plan and what we was talking about doing. You kind of told the whole world on the internet. So now they kind of mad at me over there. So I'm just gonna fall back a little bit and, let the chips play how they may, man. I might do something when I get my new deal, but it might not be something right away. But Diddy's kind of done, so I don't know what else we could talk about. But I'll let you know, man. I'll keep you in mind, man. Yeah, it was good talk, man. Yeah, it was good catching up on old times. So I'll holler at you. Now, Fifth only deals with people when he needs something. Like once the job is done or he feel like this is gone its course, he don't need you no more. So if Fifth don't need you no more, what does you think Fifth is gonna do? Because if Fifth don't need you, Fifth will leave you. Fifth will leave you. He does not care. That man does not care. He doesn't have a caring bone in his body. He will get up, take his toys, and leave. Fifth does not care. Now, I appreciate Gene Deal. Yes, him, Emrek helped him out when he first came in the game, and he started doing what he was doing. And I was just like, man, I was calling this out from the first video. Like, dude, why you wait till now to start doing this? And then after that, once Diddy got in trouble, because Diddy started lying too. Diddy ain't somebody who don't lie. I call everything straight down the line. When he did that documentary on Biggie and they had him, Little C's, and all of them was lying I was like, that's a lie. Everything he said about the whole thing was about Jermaine Dupri with Suge Knight. He was like, it was really Suge and Jermaine Dupri. He told a whole big lie where he was breaking the story down that Jermaine Dupri had to come up there and said, well, that was a lie. I don't know how he came up with that. Like, I ain't had nothing to do with it. The only thing that was it was my party. But that was about it. I ain't had nothing to do with that situation. Now, you heard many stories about why the situation is. Somebody said it was about a girl in Atlanta. Somebody said it was over Jodeci and Mary J. Blige contracts because he ended up managing Mary J. Blige. And that's when she was over there with Pac and everything else. And Jodeci went over there with Suge and everything else. And that was that at the time. So they wasn't cool with Jodeci for a while when everybody didn't even know they wasn't cool no more. And this was shortly, after, the house got broken into, things was done, and, things things is, it was a mess. It was a very violent situation that transpired in there. And when people are fighting for their lives and stuff, it's a lot of different situations transpire. I mean, when you call people out, yeah, when you call people out, you get put in different spaces and different, like, people get upset and they go and do stupid stuff rather than what should be done in those moments. So, man, he want to work with Fifth, man. I don't blame him. I mean, hell, you can put Gene up in power. Yo, man, y'all can come up in here. Big Gene be security in power. Yo, man, what I say? Y'all ain't coming up in here. No, y'all move, rotate. They gonna be looking Big Gene up in power. They had Lamar Jackson up in yeah, see Lamar Jackson back up there. Them be more cats. Yeah, Raising Canaan. Yeah, you can put Gene in one of them shows, man. Help Gene out, man. Cap. Like a cap gun? What are you talking about? I've never had. I just checked your videos. You've never had a video that had that many views. You lying. Huh. Okay. I got to show and prove, right? I mean, it's only right that I show and prove, prove everything I'm saying. See, when I said I have a page in which I did that, I know you guys were thinking that, you see, who is that with the biggest shirt? That's me and Floyd, right? And it says Kevin Davis. Ooh, Kevin Davis. Oh my God. So you were looking at the wrong channel. Yeah. That's what you were looking at. Now, we got videos and everything. Now, let's go to the actual page itself, which it should be. Let's go to videos. Most popular. Oh my God, does that say I was off? Hold on, let me go back. I was off. That's 28 million views. I think I said 22. That's 15 years ago. 28 million views for your boy Cino. So you see, I ain't got the cap for nobody, sir. I'm paid quite well off of that one video. So I'm going to tell you, it's all about how you do business, how you conduct business. I was making more money off a 5,000 view video than these dudes is doing making 80,000 view videos. And they couldn't figure out how or why. That's the double truth, Roof. I'm out. Shouts out to Kwame Brown Bust Life. Don't forget to follow him. Kwame Brown Bust Life 2.0. Follow him. And follow Welcome to HDII TV Sports Talk with Jose Rodriguez, Blood Boxing, D-Style Boxing, 78 Sports TV, all the real ones out there. Anybody I forgot the name, I'm sorry. Sorry. And my Patreon is Carcino for Life, and I'm out the door. You know, somebody actually told me, like, man, you don't shout me out no more on my page. Come on, Cino. I'm like, bruh, if I forget to shout you out, I just forgot. That's it. I don't have an obligation to shout people out, man. It's nuts. You do it to show love.